Join me in the Three Crowns Museum underneath the Royal Palace.
It's me, the travel bee. Let's go.
There's a second museum here at the palace. It's called Museum Tre Kroner, the Museum Three Crowns. So I'm gonna head there next. Oops, gotta find my ticket. This is really cool. On the way down to the museum, there's this interesting artwork here. It tells the story of time. Okay, the Museum Tre Kroner. I wonder if they're actually crowns or if it means something else. We'll find out. First exhibit here has some old artifacts. Interesting. And we're in this sort of basement area. With a lot of wood, apparently. I feel like I need to see, oh, soldiers. I feel like I need a bit of information about what kind of museum I'm in. The Palace Wood Cellar. The wood cellar is in the palace west wing, built after the Great Fire of 1697. The wood cellar has been in use since the 18th century. Here's an interesting exhibit with all these outfits. The historical costumes, it says. The costumes are made for historical persons who could have lived or stayed at the old palace, Tre Kroner, at some time between 1250 and 1697.
Okay, so this video is cool because it shows what the space is today looking like in 2000, and then going back to what it was like in the year 1000 before there was anything on this island right here. So that's pretty crazy to imagine it looking like that, totally empty of any buildings whatsoever. And then over time, there becomes arrival of people to this island, and the first building in 1200 is the section that I'm actually walking through right now. Is this original, or at least what remains of this original tower as it's built up from 1200. Over time, there's more and more added. Obviously, it turns into the giant palace that it is today, but some of the central walls are what still exist. And that's how much area is carved out for the palace compared to the rest of the old town of Stockholm, with the cathedral right in the middle. So all very cool and really interesting look. And then, of course, the big fire in 1697 is one of the key moments of the royal palace. And of course, it's hugely devastating, which is also what this talks about.
Here's a nice carpet. Inspired by medieval patterns, it says. Neat. Okay, so here's the beautiful palace. Getting a nice bird's eye view of it here. After the fire, the walls of the north wing had withstood the fire. The remainder of the palace buildings were destroyed. Well, that's really bad. They had to do a plan. It took almost 60 years before they were able to fix it and have the royal family move in. So that's pretty devastating for sure. These are some items that were saved from the fire, apparently. Here's some cool things here. I'm not sure really what this is representing. I guess it's excavation and the areas of reconstruction. It's not totally clear. I better stop and read a few signs. So I just learned that all these old walls are the remnants of the original tower. So that's what this part of the museum is all about, the original area. That's helpful. I feel like they could have said that in one sign. 3 crowns in the coat of arms. Okay. So there are 3 crowns in the coat of arms. That explains the name of it. Look at this awesome lion mask. That's cool. That's much smaller. This must be the fort. The prime building of this place, the granite central tower, was 25 meters high from 1288. Outside the defense wall, I guess these were found. This one here. It sure has come a long way since the 1200s tower. The top floor of the palace, the architect made a design. This is from 1660. Okay, so this is all the reconfigurations. Tapestry from the reign of Gustav Vasa. What's this here? Okay, let's have a look. It's beautiful, for sure. I love tapestries.
Thanks for watching.